the first king of Aurea launches an ineffective assault on a dragon that lives in his domain. The monarch is left at the mercy of the dragon after all of his warriors are slain. Many centuries later, Queen Isabel of Aurea proposes to her son, Prince Henry, to Elodie, the teenage daughter of Lord Bayford. Elodie consents to the marriage at her father's insistence so that her bride price can aid their underprivileged folks. Elodie and Henry are initially indifferent to one another when they arrive in Aurea, but they soon become friends since they both have a passion for traveling. Lady Bayford, Elodie's stepmother, starts to doubt Queen Isabel's intentions and tries in vain to convince Elodie to call off the engagement. Elodie and Henry participate in an antiquated custom in the mountains following their nuptials, purportedly as a way to commemorate their marriage. According to Isabel, the first king made a deal with the dragon in which he promised to sacrifice his 3 daughters in order to keep his people and the dragon at peace. After a ritual in which their palms are slashed and clasped together, Henry carries Elodie over the dragon's lair and, at Isabel's request, tosses her into the gap. As Elodie gets over her fall, she understands that she is a true sacrifice. After the dragon burns her leg, she manages to get away from it and finds a lit cave full of luminous silkworms, which she gathers to use as a light source. Elodie finds herself in a chamber that has a map engraved onto the wall, the names of previous victims, and the note "safe here" she cannot reach on it. The worms treat Elodie's leg burn while she sleeps. Elodie follows the map until it ends at a steep mountainous plunge. She explains the rationale behind the royal sacrifices when she finds the carcasses of deceased dragon hatchlings. Lord Bayford leads a rescue party that arrives. Even though Elodie is able to leave the mountain due to the distraction, the dragon kills everyone, including Lord Bayford. While the dragon tries in vain to pursue them, she steals one of the rescue party's horses and hides under a rock. Conflagration alerts Isabel to the failure of Elodie's sacrifice, so she substitutes Elodie's younger sister Floria for Elodie. This is what a desperate Lady Bayford tells Elodie, and she goes back up the mountain to save Floria, whom the dragon has left alive for bait. Elodie makes a detour in order to go to Floria. After telling her sister to go, she approaches the dragon and attempts to persuade her that they were tricked by the Aureans. The bride's and the royal's blood mixed during the wedding, leading the dragon to believe that the princesses were descended from the Aureans. The dragon strikes her after refusing to believe Elodie and claims that the first king's attack was unjustified. However, Elodie deceives the dragon into setting herself on fire. With the dragon at her mercy, she uses the luminous worms to heal both of them after persuading the dragon of the truth. Elodie next shows the treachery of the Aurean royal family by interfering with another sacrifice's wedding in the palace. All of the Aurean royals and nobles are inside the palace when the dragon burns it down, following Elodie's advice for the new bride and her family to leave. Henry is shown to accept his fate, feeling regret for his crimes. A few days later, Elodie, Floria, and Lady Bayford set sail for home with the dragon by their sides, laden with provisions.